Hi everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today I'm going to be doing Tomura from My Hero Academia. So it's one without all the hands and stuff, just to make it a bit easier, so we can see his full face. And we're going to go right in and start with his right eye, or the eye on the right side, should I say. So coming across this way, we're going to start with his eyelid just here, coming across like so. And then this is thicker, much thicker, so we colored in dark black. So he's a real sinister character, got real dark eyes and stuff. Lots of wrinkles around his eyes. And then the bottom eyelid comes around underneath there. And this hits hair just here. Just a line for hair. Like that. And then we're going to make this dark underneath as well. And then in here we have his iris and pupil. So in the My Hero Academia style, it's not a full circle, it's just like a bracket. So like a bracket like this, and a bracket like that, and then a dot in the middle. Just like so. And then there's some like bloodshot veins in his eyes. So just like little ones every now and then. Like so. Then we can come across and do the other eye. So his other eye is semi-covered by hair as well. So it's about an eye distance again. And then we will start with the top eyelid. So it curves across this way. And then you can make this darker on top as well. Just thicker. Like this. This one has a piece of hair that comes down on this side like that. And then there's a piece of hair on this side there as well. Then you bring the bottom eyelid over, just across this way. And you can make that thicker. Just a bit more shadow on it. And he's looking off to the right here. And that means this eye is closer to the tear ducts on this side. So we'll just draw in those brackets on this side here, with a dot in the middle there. Like so, and there is some bloodshot vessels in this eye as well. So just like this, coming across towards his eye. Now, so his nose is just in here. So we will do nostrils, just middle of his face. A nostril here, nostril there, and then he has a box with some shading on it just to show some shadow on his nose. So you just do a line like this, like that, and then there's some hatching lines inside. It's just a style of drawing that the My Hero Academia drawer does on some of his characters anyway. Like that. Then his mouth, he's got like a weird creepy smile just underneath his nose. Top lip, so it has two lines underneath his eye here, the middle of his eye. So two smile lines just underneath the eyes. And then this is going to curve, come up, cross top lip, like that. And then it's going to come back down around. He's got like bumpy kind of chap lips. So it can be a bumpy line like this. And there's some shadow just in here. Just in that side of his mouth and this side as well. Just a little bit of that shadow just to show the inside of his mouth. And then coming across here, we have those lines for his teeth. So, just coming across from the edge of his mouth, we're going to go like this, bring it up, jaggedy kind of lines just there. This is going to come across. We have a line just here for the middle teeth coming up a bit. This comes over, up and around, bumping as we go across. So the middle teeth are just under the nose there. And then he has some gums just on top, we can see. Curving there, going around these teeth. And then they're dark, coloured in dark. A few lines just here for the side teeth. And then a couple on the bottom. Just suggesting shapes for teeth. And then of course around his mouth he's got like a scar and like loads of wrinkles and kind of gnarly looking cracked lips and stuff like that. So we'll bring on this side, we'll do a scar first here. Then this is like got scar lines inside and then the scar down here. If I go too fast, guys, just hit pause. It'll make it easier for you. Like that. So it's kind of a creepy smile. And then there's all those chapped lips lines, dots and cracks and things coming up from his lip. And the same on the bottom. Just doing various dots, shapes, crack lines, coming down, and imagine it's curving around this lip. So you're not doing straight lines, you're doing like kind of curvy lines, like that. Makes it look more like there's a lip there. Giving the illusion that there's a lip there, because believe it or not, there isn't. Good joke. Thanks. I'm talking to myself. Oh my god. Right, so there's the lip. And he has a mole, I think, just down here. Boom. Then we have his chin, just down here. And this is going to come up the side of his face, diagonal, and then come to his jaw, and then come up and hit hair just here and stop. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So it's going to come this way to his jaw, come up, hit hair and stop. Now, so he's an ear just in there. You can see a little bit of one here. And then there's hair, just like this. And then there's hair here. Coming up to there. We have another piece of hair just here. And then we can see more of his ear in there. And then there's like ear lines, bones and ligaments and things just in here. Dark sections. And one in here. Like so. So his hair comes up around, comes down the middle of his face, and comes back around the other side. So we will do this one. So this spike comes down here, like this. And this comes up this direction. And then we bring it back down towards his nose. Curves down around his nose like this. Comes back in. Like so. And then there's a bigger one that comes down this way. And comes back beside his eye. and then it comes to about here and it meets another little bump for a spike just there. This curves around and up this direction. We'll come back to that and we'll just finish the hair on this side. So this one comes up here, and then we go back down the other side of his face, coming down beside his eye in here. Comes down to his cheek, spikes back up, meets this spike, and then there's one more spike just in here, comes down, nearly touches his mouth, and then comes back up to there. Right, so then on his face, right, there's all those, like his bad skin basically from wearing that hand on his face all the time. So he's got a scar on this eye coming up here, and then another scar here with some like wrinkly skin inside, and then there's all wrinkly skin covering around underneath his eyes and his forehead. So we'll do that now. So coming across all around and underneath, following that shape for that eye, and then coming around the top as well. Like this. And then same over here. So following the shape for the eye, these folds of skin just go along this. And every now and then it looks like there's like a dirt or scratches or a stain on this. So to do that, you just go in the opposite direction. You just do like hatching this way, just to make it look darker. Something like that. And then we'll go down underneath the eye. And then there's some sort of scratch marks and wrinkles and dirt sort of on his face all down here. So you just do that like lines like this. And now we can do the rest of his hair. So we start on this side, we'll come back up around. So we'll do these hair spikes that come down here. I wouldn't call them spikes, he's hair that's like greasy and kind of hangs down a bit. So we have one coming down to here. And then it comes, let's see, there's like a spike here. And then another one here. one here. And then this one comes down a bit further. Down in here. Back up. There's another one down here. Like so. And now this will come up around his head. So we're going to curve it. Bumping, waving lines. Coming up to the top of his head. And then it starts to go blocky kind of. So it goes like straight across kind of. And then we have another little block just there. And then this one comes up this way. And then we have a big one here, like so. And then we have another one just here. Next one. And now these will start to come down his head. So all the way down here. Like so. Down around, comes out to a spike there, and then down towards his shoulder. His shoulder, which is just about here. There's another one just here, another hair spike on this side. Like so. And there's some more over here. So we'll do these in, and then we'll deal with all the lines that are in the middle, and there's loads of them. So it's very particular kind of hair, and it's important for his character design. So we'll try and get as much of it in as we can. Go this way and up, around like so, and then one more just here. Right, so we'll start in the middle and we'll start adding hairlines. So curving, following the shape of the hair, kind of like standard anime characters, except he just has like way more. So of course you could just colour the hair if you wanted to. You wouldn't have to do much of these lines. So following the direction all the time that his hair is falling down in. Like this. And don't worry if yours isn't exactly like mine, because hair moves if you just get the general direction of all these lines, you know. His hair moves, it's different in nearly every drawing that is done of him. And like in the manga, mostly, like his hair is different all the time. In the anime too, but it's just his hair is like mostly coloured in the anime and shaded. Now we'll go for the other side. I wonder how many people have stuck around for all of this. So the hair keeps going down. Always hanging down. It's the main thing to remember. Right, so that's his hair, basically. There's a lot in it, I know. You could just do less of this and colour grey and dark grey if you wanted. But I went ahead and did as much as I can just to show you what his hair is like, I guess. So I hope it helped anyway. But anyway, so we'll soldier on. His neck, just down here. So it's going to come diagonal this way. Same on the other side. Down here, and then his trapezius just starts there. And then we can see some of his trapezius here. And then yes, there is more hairlines in here. So loads of hair on this guy. Imagine having to draw like this manga panel, like his hair. So much, like 50 panels or whatever. My God. I know it's not this big, but still, it's a lot of work. Those manga artists really are dedicated. Right, so we can see neck muscles just about here. Coming in, another one in here, another few there. And then that's his hair, and then we have his hoodie. So just a line for his clothes, just here, coming down towards this direction. The middle comes down to like there. And then it comes towards this way, and then it will curve around his chest. Just here we could see collarbone just coming across here, some muscle line. A little bit underneath as well because he's a skinny dude. And then there's just some fold lines for his clothing. Just along here, we can see the top of his shoulder or his hoodie go off here. And there's various just kind of fold lines there. And then we're going to double up the edge of his hoodie just to bring it down. Bring this one across. Kind of like that. And then another sort of fold line for the hoodie here. And of course this hoodie is black and there's a black shadow underneath his chin. So I'll just do that in for you. And then we're done basically. So now just a little bit of hatching coming down here on the side of his neck. Some down here. Some various little scratch marks around his neck. Some more shadow just around here. And some more shadow in under here. Tomura. There he is. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video.